Your audience used to be my audience too, because people who'd come to hear you play would then go home and probably would stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock and would eventually watch me, and bartenders and people like that who were in late. Why do you stay at the Carlyle? What is it about having a home that makes that a permanent place for you?
Well, it's a very good gig, first of all. It's a nice place to work. The people are nice, and it gives me a life in New York. I think being a traveling man wouldn't be very attractive. I wouldn't enjoy that.
Don't put it down, Bob.
What, being a traveling man?
Being a traveling man.
Yeah. How, as a traveling man, I mean, you are all over the world, aren't you?
I am, yes. It was harder when I had kids growing up. But now that they're sort of over the hump, as it were, and grown up, it's fun. I love it.
Yeah, but how many days? You must limit, because you could be,
you
could be on the road every night.
No, I only take 100 jobs a year, and about 80 of those are out of town.
Yeah. Where were you last night?
I was in Palm Springs.
And the night before?
In L.A.
Yeah, and the night before?
No, in New York. I was sleeping.
Yeah, this is with your band.
Yes.
Yeah, playing to what kinds of groups?
Well, it depends. I mean, last night we were playing for a theater in Palm Springs, and a lot of people who were supporting this wonderful theater. And in L.A. it was a big sort of Christmas party. Yeah. And I don't know, we play for all kinds of groups.
Yeah, and including private parties for corporations and people like that who want the, what would you say?
Matter of fact, Bobby and I have done quite a few engagements together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who picks who decides on what you'll play? Is this the band leader?
What we'll play?
Yeah.
I think they have implicit faith in us and our own taste, you see. So they say, we'll hire Peter's band, they'll play the right music, you know.
Yeah.
And then they'd have Bobby would be the star. He would do his...
Oh, the star in
his, I defer to Bobby.
Yeah.
I've known him a long time and loved him.
Yeah.
We played a marvelous party in Venice, two great parties in Venice last fall.
Yeah.
At one point, my bass player was dancing with Peter's vocalist.
Yes, this is true. They established a great relationship. I forgot that.
And what happened to that relationship?
We played another party years ago. We won't go on with that. Years ago, we played another party in California on the Love Boat, which was sort of in port, and there was a big party going on. I'll never forget it. We had Diane Carroll and my band and Bobby and his trio, all in different sort of parts, and all of a sudden the lights went out. All the electricity went out.
Total darkness.
Total darkness.
And you kept playing.
All you could hear was Diane Carroll saying, "What is going on here?" Screaming. The lights were out. The basses couldn't play. The guitars couldn't play.
And somebody said,
Bobby and I were
keep
just
playing,
cool.
Duchin, keep
Bobby
playing.
and I were just cool. I mean, Bobby's mic went out. He just kept playing.
That's right. That's right.
The problems of electric instruments, right?
Are you still, tell me what you're playing at the Carlyle in 1991.
What I'm playing?
Yeah, what do you...
The same old thing.
Same old thing. It's Cole
In the
Porter
1960s, I had a chance to change around a bit because we had people like Burt Bacharach writing songs and Cy Coleman from time to time. Rock hadn't quite taken over, but today the popular scene is really almost too much to embrace. And so I'm playing songs from the 1920s and 30s and 40s. Cole Porter.
And the people who come there, but you also get a young audience too. I mean,
Yes,
the
I do.
idea is these are not just people who lived in the 30s and the 40s, but young people who come in for
Cole Porter.
For Cole Porter.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
It's
when
wonderful.
Dad was playing here in town, he would get a lot of his material, instrumental material, from the movies and from the shows.
Absolutely.
I don't get that much from them anymore, do you?
Well, the Broadway show doesn't offer much in the way of a singable tune anymore. They're all sort of mini operettas.
Yeah.
And you can't dance to that very well, you know.
Yes. Stephen Sondheim is
Stephen's
closest
gone.
thing we have.
Stephen has gone in that direction too. In the old days, you could play a Stephen Sondheim song and dance to it. But out of context, I find that today Stephen's songs are a bit far-fetched.
Yeah. So you really are, you go back to the Cole Porter.
You're back to Porter and Berlin and Rodgers and Hart and, you know.
What's the most requested song for you?
I don't take requests very often.
No, I know, but you know what I mean.
He's mean.
But what do most people?
But I'll
hear
tell you,
say?
I know the songs that get the most applause when I start them.
Yeah, okay.
Well, when I sing Night and Day, they say, "Oh,
I'm
thank
embarrassed,
you for
Peter.
playing Night and Day."
No, it's okay.
Yeah, what?
They want to hear Night and Day.
They do. I thought
they like
so.
Body and Soul and Satin Doll.
Yeah.
And they're crazy about as time goes
The
by.
Satin Doll was Ellington, wasn't
Right.
it? Right.
As time goes by, that's my most.
That's good song.
That's as time goes by.
It's the most requested. I think because of Casablanca, the people that you know, identify with the movie and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And of course, they say "Play It Again, Sam," which is all wrong. You know?
But as time goes by, it's international, Peter.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
you find it so?
I do. Yeah.
People in Venice and Sao Paulo want to hear as time goes by.
Yeah.
But one thing we should mention about Venice was that the parties that we played for in Venice went on all night, which is the way parties used to be.
But it doesn't happen anymore?
It doesn't happen in America anymore, that. I mean, really, parties were considered a failure in the old days. When I started out,
if you didn't see the sunrise.
If you didn't see the sunrise.
Yeah.
No, this is true. And now it's sort of 1 o'clock. It's a late party in New York. Don't you?
There was a sunrise in Venice, I feel.
Yes, since I
now,
went,
you keep
got
mentioning
home
Venice.
at
Would
7
you rather, is Venice like this place you'd rather play outside of New York, or is it Paris? Or
It's not bad, I'll tell you that. Venice has flair.
Yes.
No art forgery, of course,
Yeah.
going back to your little last segment.
Now, I played in a room surrounded by the genuine thing, you see.
No, but the best was that Bobby played on a piano that Wagner had played on.
Yeah. In Venice, did you?
Yeah.
Must have been rolling over in his grave, don't you think?
Was the piano your instrument of choice? I mean, did you start on the piano?
I had no choice. There was a piano in the house, so I started playing when I was 4 years old.
Yeah. And you knew then that that's what you wanted to do?
I think I knew then. I think I wanted to be a movie star.
Well, you had a role in the heat of the night. You had a chance to be an actor.
Yes, I did. Well, I'm on my way now.
Are you? You've had your big break?
Finally. Give him a roll, anybody.
Your dad died when you were how? What, like really
I was
young?
13.
You were 13.
Yeah, he died in 1951.
Yeah. Even then, I mean, did he have an influence on you in terms of what you wanted to do?
Well, he had a big influence in a certain way. He was a star.
Right.
He really was a big star. He'd walk down the streets and people would, you know, crowd around.
Eddie Duchin.
Yeah, it was that kind of a thing. And that really made me look up, obviously. My favorite pianist, I used to kid him, was Fats Waller, I'd tell him. But
you'd say, I like Fats Waller.
Yeah, I like Fats Waller. Why don't you learn a little left hand like that? That kind of thing. But the fact that he was a star, that he was happy being so, and very comfortable with it, to me meant an awful lot. And I think that had a big influence on me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He never tried to turn me towards the piano. On the contrary, he wanted me to be something easy, like a lawyer or a doctor, something
That's
like
easy.
that. Well, that's what he thought.
In contrast to being a musician.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, there's much written about you and Lester Lanin. Is sort of, I mean, do you appeal to the same audience? Is that, for example, do people who want a band, do they say, get me either Duchin or Lanin, or would they ask for one or the other because of a particular nature of the event?
They might. It depends. I think Lester does a wonderful job, and I think he's the best of all the
society
other
band leaders.
Of the society band leaders. And he's always been a very nice person and a very much of a gentleman. I think that we do appeal to the same audience. Perhaps I appeal to a younger crowd because I am younger, that's all. But as Bobby said, you know, we're all playing Cole Porter, Gershwin, Berlin and stuff. Yes, we have to play more of the contemporary stuff than Bobby has to. We have to be aware of it, and I'm sure Lester plays it too.
I read somewhere that there are 5,000 tunes in your head that you can go.
3 to 5, I'd say, yeah.
That's incredible to me that you can.
A lot of them are ditties.
And a few are forgeries, I'm sure.
Yeah,
forgeries too.
No, but you have to. Really, Bobby doesn't have to necessarily take requests as I do, but I do.
Yeah.
And if I don't know a song and somebody comes by and says, will you please play such and such, then I say absolutely. And then I wait. And about 5 minutes later, she comes by and says, would you please, play my song? And taking a big chance, I will say, but I just played it.
Yeah.
And they will always say, oh, I must have gone to the little girl's room or something.
Peter, your Father's Day, when a lady walked into the room, your father knew her favorite song and started playing it right away.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Right away. That was the way it was done in those days.
That's absolutely true. People come up to me and say, oh, your father always played Night and Day for me or whatever.
That's
absolutely.
right. Yeah. And if he didn't play, then they scowled for an hour or two.
When did you come to New York?
The first time, when I was a kid, in 1937.
Yeah.
I played then the Apollo Theater in Harlem and a couple of nightclubs on Broadway with Lou Holtz and Joey Lewis.
And
Joey Lewis.
That's right.
I just read about Joey. You mean the
comedian.
comedian,
I
right,
loved him.
Yeah,
Earl
it's
Mack.
great. marvelous.
He used to introduce his pianist, whose name was Earl Mack.
That's right.
This is Mr. Mack, who died 3 years ago, but I haven't had the heart to tell him. I love Joey Lewis.
What's the joy for you? What is it I mean, you look like a happy man.
I am a happy man.
Yeah.
I think the happiness comes from doing what I want to do for a living, which is a very rare, I think, in our civilization. And the fact that I make people happy most of the time, that makes me happy in turn. And I like the music I play, which is a very rare thing, too.
Would you rather be doing what you're doing in the 30s or the 40s? Would that have been a better time?
I think I'm better at it now.
Yeah.
Yes, I couldn't
because
wait
there's so few people.
I couldn't wait to grow up, as a matter of fact.
Would you change anything, Peter? I mean,
with my life?
Yeah, with what you've done.
I wish I had studied more more conducting. Yeah. I wish I had actually taken that seriously. Yeah. Because the thrill of a symphony orchestra, the thrill of conducting a symphony orchestra, to me, is beyond almost anything. But I totally agree with Bobby. I'm amazed every day to look in the mirror and say that I'm making a living doing what I want to do.
And you characterize yourself as what, a band leader? Or
band leader.
And a band leader.
Pianist
and band leader. Yeah.
And personality.
And personality.
And personality.
I should point out that Peter's father, Eddie Duchin, was a very elegant performer and musician. His band was very elegant. They played elegant music. But the taste of the public in those days embraced that elegance.
Yeah, Fred Astaire.
I mean, people on the streets could sing a Cole Porter song from start to finish. It's looked upon now as something rarefied and special. It was very, very, very much for the man on the street in those days.
And is that why you think you continue to attract an audience beyond talent at the Carlyle? There are people who long for that?
I think so.
Yeah, a sense of just a little elegance.
It's extremely durable, you know. It does last a long time.
Why haven't we had, I mean, I've asked this question before, and I know it's going to sound stupid, more Cole Porters? I mean, what was it about Cole Porter? It was wit, it was...
And intelligence, and professionalism.
Worldliness, too.
Yeah.
Completely worldly, yes.
I mean, taking in all sorts of interesting influences from all different kinds of music, people, and strata of society.
It's well-traveled and had a marvelous mind going for him.
Yeah. Would you like to do what he does?
I mean, I can't sing, so I mean, it's a lot.
Try it.
Would you like to? Yeah, I'd love to.
Invite him. Let's go over to the Carlyle tonight.
Listen, I used to hang around the Blue Angel years ago listening to Bobby. So of course I'd like to do what he does.
Who's had the most influence on you?
On me?
Yeah.
Oh, several performers, I suppose. Fred Astaire, Tatum.
Yeah, but they seem different.
From me?
Yeah, well, no, not from you, but I mean, Art Tatum, great jazz player, seems different from Fred Astaire. I mean, Fred Astaire seemed more even like you as the elegance.
I play the piano as well, you see.
Yeah.
And who else? Hildegarde. How's that? Ethel Waters.
Yeah. How long will you be at the Carlyle?
Until the end of the year.
Until December 31st?
That's right.
Will you be there for the New Year's Eve and all that?
That's what I'm there for. Big group. They're doing a lot of food.
Yeah. Where will you be on New Year's Eve?
I'll be in Florida at the Ocean Reefs Club in Key Largo.
Because you used to come down to Washington, didn't you?
I sure did.
But
we have a big band at the Waldorf Astoria on New Year's Eve. One of my really great bands, and Peter Allen, a whole bunch of people, and so we're doing a big show there.
Thank you for doing this tonight, Peter.
My pleasure.
Bobby,
Thank
see you again.
Good time.
Thank you. My pleasure.